Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective, where you get a little bit of something and a whole lot of everything. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. And, yeah. So, to those coming on live, sorry I'm a little late. I got caught watching a cute little otter rescue. So, oh my God, I love otters. I just love animals. I have my favorites that stand out, but, you know, animals are just so everything. We'll pull an Aloha card while I wait for the live people to come on, and for all of you out there watching this later, because, you know, let's practice Aloha, right? Wow. That's a big pile there. Okay, let's see. What do we got today? Here we go. Turn off the light when you walk out of the room. I'm a bit of a light stickler, so I'm that person that will like literally go in behind you and turn off the lights. Turn off the light before you walk out of a room. Yeah, I mean, seriously, what's the problem? So anyway, all right, I know. And it's so funny because sometimes sometimes I'm not done and I'll leave the light on because I'm going right back in, but then I get sidetracked and then I'll get this, you know, just like, oh my God, I gotta go turn off the light. So anyways, it is Self-Care Wednesday. I have some stuff for Self-Care Wednesday, and let's choose reminders for overthinkers, or the right kind of people will, or reminders for busy minds, or another reminders for overthinkers. They're two different ones. So let's see. Let's do the overthinkers, right? Because it's Wednesday and we all have a tendency to overthink a bit. Let's see. What can we do? Let's do this one. Let's do the last one. Okay. Good morning, Muddy. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Muddy, about your friend. Sending lots of love, hugs, and condolences to all of you. I am terribly sorry, and I forgot all my stuff. Anyways, all right. So reminders for overthinkers from mental.health.with.emma. So mental health with Emma with a dot, period, in between each one. So let's get through this. I'll read it, then we'll go over it. Okay. I don't need to solve everything today. Thinking it doesn't make it true. Not everything is mine to fix. I am safe in the present moment. I'm not bad for replaying it. I'm not failing by feeling unsure. I can take care of me. It's okay to let the thoughts pass. I'm going to be okay. So, wow, these are good ones. So the first one, I don't need to solve everything today. As a chronic overthinker, and as a recovering overthinker, yes, I am a recovering overthinker. I think sometimes we get into our mind, we have to do this all today. We don't want to disappoint anyone, or, you know, I don't want to think about it tomorrow, or, you know, I have to look perfect. We have all these different things that roll through our minds that say, I have to do everything today. It's not always possible. Okay, it's not always possible. You also need to sleep. You need to eat. You need to take time for you so that you're not exploding with all of this perfectionism or, you know, anxiety, or, you know, this is how we learn to be still. This is how we learn to just take that breath and just be calm. Okay, this is why breathing, meditative breathing. I've taught you the Ha breathing. Sammy, practices it daily, which I think is great. I am learning to practice it every day. I know I teach these things and then I just kind of like, la la la, you know, so I'm learning how to practice what I preach. But yeah, you don't need to solve everything today. You do not need to solve everything in one day. Take the time, break it down to, you know, if you want to do the hardest tasks first, do those first, because then everything after that will be just like smooth sailing. And you may not, you know, worry about leaving, that simple task for tomorrow because it will probably just take you that much time. So remember, you don't need to solve everything today. Thinking it doesn't make it. Oh, see, Muddy did her ha breathing this morning. Ta-da! Thinking it doesn't make it true. Okay, now that is a chronic overthinker's thing, right? Everything we think, it's like, well, this is going to happen. This is, I know it's going to happen because it's happened in the past. I've been doing this for X amount of years and blah, blah, blah. And nothing ever changes. Well, things can change. Things can change. Good morning, older sibling. Wait, I kind of tripped over that one. Good morning, older sibling. But thinking it doesn't make it true. Okay. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. So just, if it's causing anxiety, if it's causing issues, let it go. Just let it go. All right. I know it might be hard, but that's why we're practicing this, right? This is why these are reminders for overthinkers. The next one, not everything is mine to fix. I know this is a hard one for me because I'm a fixer, and I know a lot of people pleasers are fixers, and we do everything we can in our power to make everything right, and we cannot fix everything. And we are definitely not meant to fix people. We can help people, we can guide people, we can do what we can for people, but we are not meant to fix people. People have to fix themselves. It's as simple as that. People have to fix themselves. Sorry, got this stray hair here. So there you go. Not everything is mine to fix. The next one, I am safe in the present moment. You are safe in the present moment. I know we plan, and that's okay. If you have plans that you need to put into your calendar for X amount of time from now, do it. If you need to, plan for tomorrow or for, a few hours from now, that's okay. But outside of those things, do not overthink the future and stop thinking about all the stuff in the past. Do not overthink the past. The past is there for a reason. It's behind you for a reason. And there's a reason we do not have eyes on the back of our heads, because it's meant to stay behind us. If you need to heal it, heal it. If you need to fix it, fix it. Fix your own stuff. And if you need to just let it go if you've already healed it. You do not need to hang on to the nasty anchors of the past. If you need to learn a lesson from it, learn it. But do not keep yourself anchored in the past. The past is behind you for a reason, and your present will help you prepare for your future. And, whatever lessons you've learned from the past, take those to help you move into your future. And I speak from experience because, I was watching something this morning and I realized I think I still have some anchors that are holding me back into the past. And so I need to let those go. Now I need to figure out today, or, maybe not everything can be solved in one day, but I need to start figuring out today what needs to be healed and what needs to be let go. So just because I've gotten to this point where I'm healed, it doesn't mean I'm not still healing, because, there's things that we're always going to be healing from. But in the term that I use, that I'm healed, it's on the whole. I have learned tools. I have learned ways to move through things faster, to, give myself, hold space for myself. To take the time to fix my brain when it needs to be fixed, when I do roll through these episodes from time to time, or I do tend to spiral from time to time. It helps me catch it faster. That's what healing has been for me. Healing is going to be different, for everybody. But for me, and, I think I speak for the general masses when I say, for the most part, healing was really learning the tools and learning the triggers, so that when they do come up, we handle them better, and I handle them better. So, when we stay in our present moment and we don't think too far ahead, and we don't focus so broadly on the past, we give ourselves a chance to move forward, to heal whatever it is, and to just kind of stay in the moment. All right. I'm not bad for replaying it. You are not bad for replaying it. Good morning, Allie. You are not bad for replaying it in your mind, but my unsolicited advice would be to not replay it too often. Okay, if you're replaying it in your head, you're probably trying to figure out, wow, I need to heal this. If you are replaying it in a conversation, you are probably venting. But when you keep carrying it through and you keep carrying it through, you're holding on to it. And that's the one thing we don't want to do as overthinkers. We don't want to hang on to all of this. Okay, we want to be able to let it go and let it heal itself, or find a way to heal it. Sometimes when we replay it in our mind over and over again and we don't understand why it's still replaying, it's probably our brains and our hearts telling us, hey, you need to heal this, okay? Good morning. Sorry, there's a crow, usually lands on the tree way over there, but they landed right there in front of me. So there you go. Look up the spiritual meaning for crows. Let's see, the next one. I'm not failing by feeling unsure. You're not failing by feeling unsure. You know, sometimes our spidey instincts will tell us what is not good for us. And sometimes that fear will rise because, you know, it might feel a little too familiar, or maybe we're just afraid, right? Because maybe we've had that rejection before in the past. And so you have to decipher whether this feeling is a gut instinct or just, you know, your actual fear of moving forward into something that may be good for you. And, you know, sometimes our fear will hold us back because, you know, we do get afraid, you know, or we hold on to things in the past that keep us anchored and keep us afraid. So, so that being said, I think it's important for us to just kind of sit down with a journal, okay? I highly recommend these things. If you have a dollar store near you, I don't know what they have in England, or, you know, just a store that has very inexpensive things, you can just get a cheap notebook. You can even buy cheap loose leaf paper and a notebook, or just tie it together if you want, or just pin it together with those cool tabby things. You don't need to buy an expensive journal, okay? A lot of the journals I own were actually gifts. So, you know, they were presents. My current one, though, I have to share with you because this one's pretty badass. These came together and I got them, I can't remember if it was Christmas or my birthday, from older sibling, but I am in love with this journal. And this one too, this is my little book of shadows. But yeah, this is my travel edition book of shadows. My grimoire. But yeah, and this one, okay, so because I'm a nerd, this one's the Scarlet Witch and this one's Doctor Strange. So it came from that movie. It's so awesome. Oh, I love it. I made my own little thing though, because it didn't. I know, right? You pay all this money and hello, Disney. You couldn't even bother to put a little thingy in there. So I had a piece of string hanging around, so I made my own. But anyways, that being said, side note, squirreling. But yeah, if you're not feeling sure of something, just reach in, okay? Just reach in and figure it out. Okay, so Sammy says, "Scorch, I gotta share the inside." I mean, look at that, right? It's the window from Doctor Strange. I also think it's the necklace he wears. So I'm my brain, okay, but it is so fabulous. So yeah, you can see how I just rigged that. Anyways, tape and string, everything works, right? So anyways, the next one, I can take care of me. You can take care of you. You can take care of you. Sometimes I think we get so used to people. Okay, Chatty McChatterson, can you hear the crow? Like legit. Okay, so this baby is looking in my window and cawing at me. But I know, I see you. I'm sorry. I'm squirreling for a second, but I don't know. I feel they've got a lot to say today, so I don't know how to tell if it's a boy, girl, birdie, so we'll just go with they. But yeah, I don't know. It's chilly outside too, but yeah. Yeah, see, Allie says, I love books and journals you can never have. Girl, were we meant to be friends or what? And pens. So, you know, I know, this crow seriously has a lot of stuff to say. Hi, baby. All right, look, you know what? I'm going to turn you guys around and see if we can see this little one. I don't know if I can. Oh, can I? Where are you? There you are. I know the screen's kind of in the way, so it makes it hard, but there's the little baby. Oh, dumb screen. The screen makes it blurry. I know, I'm sorry guys. You're getting like a blurry view of my screen. But there. Ta-da. Oh. Hi. See what I mean? This squirrel. This crow is like super close. They never come this close to me. So, or to my window. And he's just like, God, Sammy says he, oh God, see, don't get me started on pens. Girl. I'm just going to side note this, all right, because it's Self-Care Wednesday, and, you know, it's kind of like a free-for-all anyway, but, well, my brain recombobulates, but, I don't know if you knew this story. Oh, and one just flew by. When I was at work at my last company, I had a cup of pens that belonged to the office, and I had a canister of pens that someone had brought me tea from Canada. And I love tea. And somebody brought me tea from Canada, and the can was so pretty that I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn this into a pen holder. So I did. And when people would go to touch my pens, legit, or just, not your pens. And but they're right here, and it's like, no, read it on there. My pen, Shelley Marie's pens, I literally put on there, and I packaging taped all the way around the can, Shelley Marie's pens, and each one of those pens, Shelley Marie's pen, Shelley Marie's pen. Do not touch my pens unless you have permission. I get very possessive of my pens. So yes, in fact, I have a friend today that sent me a short reel of a store in Japan, in Tokyo, 12-story stationery store. My God. And they had one floor just for writing. Right? Ugh. That's like setting me loose on the Transformer rides where there's switches and buttons everywhere. Hey, yeah, Universal, if you walk through the regular people queue, buttons up to heaven, okay? And levers, and oh my God, I don't care how old I am. You put me around buttons, pens, journals, paper, whatever. I am a 5-year-old, all right? I'm a 5-year-old. Yes, Allie's all, I could live there. We could live there. Girl, let's go. But like legit, I'm just like, woohoo. So anyways, I mean, you can see how it lights me up, right? All the pens and the papers, you know. If I ever have the opportunity to create a little space for myself for when I need to just kind of recombobulate, it's just going to have pens and papers in there. Okay. Just like, I need my own little space. So anyways, okay, the next one. It's okay to let the thoughts pass. It is okay to let the thoughts pass. I mean, this kind of goes with, I'm not bad for replaying it, but you have to let it go at some point. Okay, you cannot keep it and hold on to it forever. So it's okay to let it go. All right, replay it, but don't live in it. All right, replay it, but do not live in it. So replay it as long as you need to heal it. If it comes up again, let it replay itself while you heal it some more. Healing doesn't always just happen like that. Sometimes it is going to reappear and reappear and reappear and reappear until it is completely healed. And the last time it reappears, it's usually telling you, you're like, really? Again? And you realize, oh, you know what? I healed it. So bye. So don't be afraid to let the thoughts pass, all right? And the last one, I am going to be okay. I am going to be okay. So you are going to be okay. But sometimes we need that reminder, right? Sometimes we need that little thing inside of us that says, yeah, I am going to be okay. And it's okay to think that. Now, I'm not telling people to create bad habits, but sometimes I will take a Sharpie, like one of these, and I will draw on myself. I will write it over here. Trust the process. I'm going to be okay. And I'm not saying that for everybody. I know what my skin can handle. I'm not sure what other people's skin can handle. They also have markers like these. I actually use these when I feel like it to color in my tattoos because my tattoos are not colored in yet. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I think it's because I've had experiences where I've watched other people's tattoos fade. So I kind of, didn't know what to do in that case. So I bought stuff, and I'm working on a story, and I'm trying to work on a symbol, and I came up with one. But yeah, I was drawing on myself last night. So see, whoops, I don't know. See, and I can't draw. So I am a terrible artist. But I give it a go. I did my best. But yeah, so, just whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do to remind yourself. Some people will use the rubber band thing, but that's for a lot of different things. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can use, or, you can put it on places that you'll see it. You can put it on your mirror in dry erase markers, dry erase, so you can erase that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, these are okay. So these aren't rune symbols, although I'm looking for rune symbols. So, ooh, Inkbox has tattoo pens like markers, but the ink will last several weeks. Yeah, that's like the one I just showed you, but it's not Inkbox. So I thank you for that. These are archangels. I know they're my thing, but you can see, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. But I am looking for some good rune symbols, but unfortunately there are certain people in this country that have turned them very negative and into very hateful symbols. And that makes me mad, because runes are beautiful symbols. And I use them a lot, believe it or not. I will draw it on this side. Like if I'm feeling a little unsafe, I'll draw the protection rune symbol on me. So yeah, there's a lot of different things. In fact, since we're talking about it, thank you, Allie. I know it's Self-Care Wednesday, so I'm self-caring. Let's see. I had some, so here's some, I called it sigils in here, but here's some rune symbols. So, and I actually have runes at home, that I'm still learning how to read, and hopefully one day I get to meet Allie and Paula and they can teach me how to read them. Because, yeah, my Viking girls. But yeah, however you need to show that you are going to be okay, just remind yourself. Like I said, you can write it on a mirror in dry erase, please. In dry erase. I literally have on my mirror, I am enough. And I don't always see it, so I got to put it a little bit higher, but I do have that on there. I am enough. But I always seem to see it when I need it. You can write in dry erase on your windows, right in front of your face. You can put little notes on the parts where you do not have keys on your keyboard or on your monitor. You can put them anywhere. You post-it notes. I'm a post-it queen. Okay, I'm a post-it queen, because it's paper and you can write on it and it sticks. But yeah, but anyways, whatever you need to do. The most important one of all of these things for overthinkers is I am going to be okay. And I want you to know that you are going to be okay, because we all deserve that, whether you're an overthinker or not, whether you're a part-time overthinker, a chronic overthinker. Maybe you don't even overthink, but you do tend to worry from time to time, which to me really is something different, because overthinkers are just overthinking constantly. It's like 24/7 round the clock. That's a chronic overthinker. Sometimes we tend to overthink things, and because we get a little nervous about it, we get a little unsure, right, about things, and we hold on to it. So just remind yourself, or as Sammy shared with me, a bunch of things that she has around her house. And one of the things that I love is my cover photo on Facebook, although I changed it for Halloween. Every little thing is going to be all right, right? Bob Marley nailed that one. It's in my head now. I'm singing it. But yeah, every little thing is going to be all right. So I am going to be okay. And sometimes we just have to remember that. Okay. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, Facebook Live. All lives are public under Shelly Marie Lucas. You can find me across the social media board. And if you're unsure, you can even go to my profile, and I think I have it on there, what they all are. So yeah, that's Sammy's motto, and it's a real good motto. It's a really good motto to live by. So yeah, so live by it. Yes, so live by it. Damn it. But anyways, again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Older sibling, Allie, older sibling, Allie, and Muddy, sorry. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, Sammy, I am so sorry about your friend, and my sincerest condolences to all of you and their family and friends. And a big hug, sending a big hug. So thank you, Allie, and I hope you have a lovely day as well. All right, so again, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.